Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and it does look like it's that time of year again. That's right, I guess with nothing else really to do for the time being, they are resorting to their tried and true method of keeping us entertained with the Moogle Treasure Trove. That's right, everyone. It gives us great pleasure to announce the return of the Moogle Treasure Trove. You can collect irregular tomestones of law by completing specific duties and exchange them with the Moogles for a host of treasures, including the mameshiba neckerchief, mounts, and more. So let's have a little closer look at what we can be expecting. So the Moogle Treasure Trove, the hunt for law, it begins from Monday, May 18th, and it will last until the release day of patch 5.3, which we still don't have a release date yet, so that's kind of up in the air. But just like all the previous Moogle Treasure Troves before it, it's going to be a lot of dungeon running. Okay, so we can actually collect irregular tombstones and get rare items. Now, for those of you who haven't done the Moogle Treasure Trove before, this is an event where by completing certain duties, like certain trials and dungeons, and especially with raids, then you'll be able to earn like these special tombstones which you can exchange for prizes. And you can actually see here in these pictures, we actually have a glimpse of what we can be expecting. We actually can earn some of the mounts, including some of the dog mounts. So for those of you who haven't cleared the extreme trial versions of these dogs just yet, then this is probably going to be a good chance for you to be able to earn them otherwise. We also have a very special kind of reward here in the form of this little doggy neckerchief. Now every time they pull out the Moogle Treasure Trove, they always add a very special item here that is very expensive to get. So it doesn't really give you any stats, it's really there for glamour reasons, so if you really want to get those, then that's completely up to you. So the Moogle Treasure Trove is a special event that has no set schedule. There are many rewards, including brand new items, other items you may have been after, and you can complete the objectives and collect the rewards. So here it is. This is actually a good way of explaining it. You can challenge the objective, collect the irregular tomestones, and exchange them with the Moogles, and then the cycle starts all over again. Now keep in mind that not every single dungeon or trial is going to be like this. Not everything is going to be handing out the irregular tomestones. There are only very specific kind of runs throughs that you have to do in order to earn them. So from Monday, May 18th, which is next Monday, is going to last until the patch of 5.3, which again, we still don't know when patch 5.3 is coming out. I really want patch 5.3 to come out as soon as possible, but because of the coronavirus, it has been delayed. That is perfectly understandable, and since it is supposed to be kind of the wrap up for the storyline of Shadowbringers, I do believe that it is not something that should be rushed. So I kind of have mixed feelings about that. But please keep in mind that this is an event that may be suspended without warning. I guess that kind of depends on how the coronavirus is going. I guess that's what they mean. But this event will conclude with the maintenance for patch 5.3. So we do still have time. I would say that we have at least a whole month to be able to prepare for it and get everything that we want. But in recent years, demands from collectors and historians had led to a surge of adventurers seeking tomestones, these mysterious relics of the Allegan Empire made to record and keep its secrets. Some small number of the artifacts, including for a particular sort of knowledge contained within, have piqued the interest of the eccentric, in particular, Itinerant Moogles, who have come bearing goods of their own to exchange for these irregular tombstones. So looking down here, if you really want to know which one of these run-throughs with these dungeons and everything is going to be handing out the tombstones that you're seeking, they're going to be marked with a tiny Moogle icon right next to it. And the regular tomestones of law will be awarded upon completion of very specific duties. Keep in mind though, and this is very important, you will not get the tomestones of law when you're in an undersized party. Now say for example that you choose to run through the Sunken Temple of Karn, and you run through it as a level 80. That's not going to work. You have to do it completely with the party members in your group. You have to be level synced, and you have to play through it the whole way through. So you can't just jump right into like another party that's already completed halfway through Cutler's Cry. So that's kind of the condition for earning these tomestones. Now, how many will we earn will actually depend on which parts of the dungeon we run through. So Probably the most that you can get at once is 10, and that's from running through the Palamporium, as you can see here. So if you run through this at least once a day, you will easily earn about 10 of those. So that's a very nice way to be able to earn those. It is a bit long, but hey, what can you do? Okay, to earn 7 of them at once, you can actually choose to do either the Castrum Meridianum or the Orbone Monastery. Like I said, that earns 7, which is nothing to scoff at. After that, we have the Ridorana Lighthouse, where you can earn 6 of these tomestones. Now moving down here, the next patch is earning 5 tomestones of law, and that's from running either Hidden Gorge, the Royal City of Rabanastre, and the Aurum Vale. Objectives that award 4 irregular tomestones of law, such as Cutler's Cry. Objectives that award 3 irregular tomestones of law include the Sunken Temple of Karn, the Stone Vigil, and the Demaio Darkhold. So, the item exchange. You can actually exchange these tomestones of law with an itinerant Moogle for various items, and each one of these will be inside one of the 3 main city-states. Now, the regular tomestones of law can only be obtained during this event period, and item exchanges will be available until the release of patch 5.4, which is kind of a long way off. Alright, so the Moogles here are pretty easy to find. They're all just outside the main Aetherytes inside each one of the main city-states. So you just go to the main Aetherytes inside Limsa, New Gridania, or Udal, and you just walk around the Aetherite crystal until you find it. They'll be more than happy to do business with you. Alright, so here are the treasures that we can achieve. So the most expensive is going to be the mameshiba neckerchief. Again, this is an item that is purely for glamour reasons, so you'll have to earn 100 of these tombstones, which can be difficult. But we do have many other wonderful prizes, such as a few mounts, including the Axion mount, which is normally you have to do fates in order to earn this one. But we also have a couple, the Demonic Lantern and the Revealing Kamui. We also have a couple Orchestrion rolls, we have the Kukurian Earring, we have a lot of maps that you can actually get. So these are writing maps, and once you earn these maps, you can actually run through the Realm Reborn areas very quickly. So that actually increases the mount speed. And we have the Drake Horn, the Laurel Gubu Horn, the Elbest Horn, the Bomb Palaquin Horn, and the Dire Wolf Whistle. These are actually mounts that you earn from doing the Beast Tribe quest in the Realm Reborn areas. We also have a couple other extreme mounts that you can learn, such as the Antheon Whistle and the Boreas Whistle, which are mounts that you earn from doing primals. You get an MGP Platinum card, which can actually be sold up to 50,000 MGP points at the Gold Saucer. So that's actually something really nice if you want to earn just a little something special from playing around at the Gold Saucer, or you kind of run through all of your points, which is kind of sad if you ask me. We have a couple minions, such as the Kalka and Brina dolls. We have a few cards from Triple Triad, a couple more equestrian rolls, and last but not least, we have a very special firework known as the Magitech Prism, Job Mastery by 10. So if you don't know these are actually very special fireworks that when you release it, you get like these giant stars above your heads. And you get 10 of them at once, and that's probably the cheapest to get. They're only about 1 of the tombstones each, so you can easily earn a fortune in those. And in case you're wondering why some of these items actually have a kind of +1 right next to it, those won't become available until after you complete the quest line known as the Ultimate Weapon. So just in case you haven't really made it that far, that's just a nice little friendly reminder. Anyway, everyone, that looks like all that we can be expecting from the Moogle Treasure Trove. I have a feeling that they are just kind of keeping this out here just to keep people entertained, at least until patch 5.3 comes out, which I am really looking forward to. I'm always looking forward to the X.3 series, just because it is wrapping up the story and it's bound to be really exciting. But I guess they just needed something just a little bit extra to keep people from getting bored and just waiting around for the next patch to come around, especially since we still don't know too much more about it for the time being, because everything is being pushed back because of the corona. But I guess that this is a really nice way for them to kind of keep people coming back to Eorzea, especially if there are some items here that you really want to get. Anyway, thank you all again. I hope that you all having a fun time in quarantine right now. It's still no clear end in sight, but until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you around Eorzea, hopefully. Bye!